Good morning guys and welcome to a new video. In this video I'm going to continue talking about this machine. This is for the people of you who are seeing my channel or my video for the first time. This is called ALM KOPI and the model of it is ZXS and this is referred to as S2 because it's espresso and stainless steel drip tray. Okay, so this is a lever machine, just works with hand lever like that, just like many other machines in the market. And it just has the idea of that there is no boiler in it. You just pour hot water and then you just pull the lever up and then you push down so that the espresso will come out of the basket of the portafilter. So the machine works with a 58 millimeters portafilter, so it's just suitable for any kind of espresso tools we have because it has an E61 group head. The same size of the E61 group head is there, as you can see here. So it has the same design of the 58 millimeter E61. So you can just use any portafilter that can work with any kind of machine like Rocket, like Lilith, like Preheating, or any other machines. And I even replaced the shower screen of it with the high precision one, the IMS ENB, and also a coffee lat gasket. The machine came with a lot of accessories like this shot mirror and like the portafilter itself, the bottomless portafilter, and also puck screen and many other accessories like a tamper, like a distributor, and like also a lamp that you can use. You can stick with a magnet on one of the sides of the machine so it can give you some light on your shot if you want to take a photo of it or so, or a video. I installed this press sensor. This is a pressure profiler, pressure transducer that connects to my phone, so it gives me accurate reading to what's happening on this gauge, but it draws it as a graph, so it helps me to understand what went well and what needs improvement in my shots, as well as like if I want to make a similar shot to a shot that I already prepared or a shot that somebody has shared with me. And the application of it has a lot of famous profiles that people can also mimic and set as a reference brew, and then they can try to go and mimic that shot using the graph that's provided on the screen. So the machine, what's different about this machine is that this is a PID box. So to make it clear for people, this is not a heater. I mean, this is not a heating element that the machine will accept cold water and then it will make it hot up to the temperature like the normal boiler machines. But this box will help the machine itself to reach the desired temperature that you set it to. Okay, so I connect this box to a smart plug, and then when I push it, when I just like plug it to the electricity like that, the box itself will open because it has an on and off button like the normal heat exchangers or like any other double boiler or single boiler machine. So you can keep this one on all the time, and then you can control the PID box on and off through the application of the smart plug that you have on your phone. So this helps me a lot to just turn on the machine while I'm away, so when I'm back home the machine will be up to the temperature. Okay, so that's a good thing about it. And of course it reads through that cable and also this temperature probe. So this temperature probe goes inside the chamber that can hold up to 120 milliliters of water. So this thermal probe will go inside the chamber, so it will always measure the temperature inside here. Okay, and this is connected to the metal of the machine, so it will, I mean the metal of the group head or the chamber, so it will always make it up to the right temperature that you require. So right now I'm setting it to 100. Definitely some people of you will think that but 100 is more than the required temperature for espresso. Yeah, that's true, but actually this PID box has around 7 to 8 degrees offset. So 100 here is 92. I measured that by added a temperature of a water that's also 100, and then what I found is that the red number, which is the actual, and the green number is the number that I set it to, the red number jumped up to 108. So I repeated the experiment many times, like setting this to a 90, the green one, I set it to a 90 like that by setting the number here like that, and then I set it to whatever number I want. Okay, and then when I added a water temperature of 90, the number in red color jumped into 98. So this proved to me that this has 8 Celsius above the normal settings it should be. I'm speaking to the company right now to give me the settings to add the offset, because there is a way to set it too. I'm not sure of the required steps exactly, but I'm waiting for them to come back from the Chinese holiday, a New Year holiday, and then they will like send me the details to set it. It's something around clicking on this button for a long time and then clicking one of these values, and then it will enable you to like add the offset degrees that you want. So the PID box will understand that 100 should be a 92, not 100, and that's it. But for now I'm fine to go even with it this way. So the machine temperature right now is 73, and this takes around 10 minutes or so, or 15 minutes to make it up to the temperature. And the good thing about it is that you don't need to do lots and lots of preheating cycles. The portafilter also gets very hot, the exact temperature of the machine. So I spoke to Miklos from Pressensor company, and he sent me this one, and there is also a connector that helped me to install this one, as well as the pressure sensor of the machine. And I tried to add the A61 group head thermometer to the connector here, but it didn't work because this is not hot. Actually, this is not hot as the machine, because I think the metal of that one is not the same of the metal of the machine, so it's not conducting the thermal heat, or it's not transferring the heat of the group head as I feel it here right now. It's kind of like burning my hand. It doesn't go all the way to the gauge itself. So this didn't help me to add a thermometer here to check the temperature of the extraction. And that's about what's going on right now. So when I lift the lever up, the thermal probe has no contact inside, and it's just out in the air. That's why the temperature here in red color is going down. But if I put it back in place, it will again measure the temperature inside the group head. So this number should increase now and try to reach the 100. So I'll give it a few minutes to reach the 100, and then I will try to pull a shot with you guys, and I will also try to record the screen of my phone to show you all the details, like what is the reading that's happening on the pressure sensor application, as well as what is going on the coffee when it comes out of the bottomless here. And that's everything about my video for today. So I'll give some time to the machine until it heats up and get ready, and then I'll continue. Meanwhile, let me tell you also something about it. For the people of you who haven't seen my unboxing video, I'm really sorry if my videos are not up to the required quality, but I have no experience in taking videos, and I have no equipment too, so just please forgive me and take my ideas, not my video editing skills. Okay, so this comes with a drip tray. There is another version of it that comes with a wooden base. Okay, so this is a drip tray that weighs around 5 kilograms. It's a very heavy drip tray. And see, while I'm talking with you, it jumped 10 degrees here. So this is showing you how fast it is to heat up the machine. So this drip tray comes like that. It has a very good like welding in all the angles of it. And that's like the mesh that protects over it. Like that. Okay, and that's the body of the machine. The machine also comes with nice wooden legs or feet, and when you just put the drip tray, there is like a way for it to go, so it doesn't move left or right, it just stays in place. And that's also a good thing about it. The pressure gauge that came with it is very nice. It's oil or glycerine filled, if I'm not mistaken, so there is always something like a little bit of a bubble, an air bubble up here. I can change it if I want to another one. I have two more gauges that I can switch it to, but I like how it looks, and the white color of it is nice. And also I'm happy with this angle fitting that they are providing with it, so that the gauge will not go straight to look like that. It's actually going to look at you, so you don't need to put your head down to see how the gauge will read here, because the gauge itself is going all the way up to you and in a tilted angle that makes it easy for you to see how it's going. So I'll grind my coffee and heat my water and come to continue pulling the shot with you right now, guys, okay? So the machine is actually going very fast to the required temperature, and once it reaches the 100, it will stay on the 100. Sometimes it goes up to 102, 103, then because it's a PID, it goes down again to the 100, and if I leave it all the day like I do, I turn it on mostly at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I leave it all the day on until maybe 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. My sleeping time, and it's just all the day like that. It keeps on being stable on the required temperature I set it to, as well as it doesn't consume a lot of energy, very little energy comparing to my Lilith Mara X, like exactly half of the consumption of the machine, because there is no heating element. There's no big boiler that has to heat 1.7 liters or so of water. It's just a very simple thing. One more thing before I grind my coffee and prepare my water, that if I add more, like a less temperature or a higher temperature to the machine inside the boiler here, the PID will regulate the temperature of the water. So for example, if I set it to 100 is 92, okay? If I add a water temperature of, let's say, 90 only, not 92, it will show here that the temperature, the red color here, will drop to 98, not 100, because the 100 is 92, but I added a 90, not a 92, so 2 degrees are missing. So if I give it a minute or two, the temperature in red color, which is the temperature of the water, will get regulated to become also a 92. So that's the idea of having the PID. It will help you sustain the temperature you require for your coffee, but not to heat the whole amount of water that you add to it, and take like 30 or 40 minutes to heat the 120 millimeters of water, because there is no heating element inside. Okay, so I know I spoke a lot. I'll stop talking right now and I'll start preparing my shot. So here is my pot preparation. I'm going to use this blind shaker, and I have a VST 20 grams basket installed in my portafilter. Okay. I'm going to use the Yomicot distributor. I'm really sorry for the disturbance that's happening, because next to my house there is some work in building some house, so it's taking making a lot of noise for me. So that's the puck prep, very simple and very consistent in every shot. The temperature right now is 100. Then after preparing that, I'm gonna pour my water and show you how it looks. So the temperature here is showing 100, and the kettle shows me 91 temperature, 91 Celsius. So I'll pour the water like that in the chamber. Then I will look at the temperature that's showing on the screen of the PID box to see if it's just the same or not. So I didn't fill the water in the boiler completely, because that's more than what I need for my shot. So right now it's showing 101, as you see, guys, okay? So the 101 will go now to 100, and then I can pour my shot. I'll give it just few minutes, like 1 or 2 minutes, and then this number will go down until it reaches the green number, which is 100, and then that's everything about the water, and then I can pour my shot. So it should go down now. I'm trying to show you everything live. I do my best not to keep on cropping or cutting my videos or taking or retaking a lot of scenes in order to make it show the best. I just try to do everything in one go. So I pause the video and then I do something, and then I again like play it. So as you see, the water temperature is dropping to 100, and once it reaches the 100, it will stay on the 100. So one thing that I didn't tell you about is that the machine has a metal here, and that metal used to
hit the group head itself when I push the lever all the way down, so that I added this kind of like insulation to it. It's a very simple rubber, so it's now like kind of sealing the handle from touching the metal of the group head, so it doesn't scratch it or damage it.
Already reached the desired temperature for me. I'm going to connect my scale and also the pressure sensor. So once I open the application, the Pressensor application, as you see here, it will show me on the right side of the bottom of my screen that it is connected to the pressure sensor, and it's connected, and I can set the zero pressure, and then it shows me that it has 51% battery. Okay, now I'll turn on my D-Floyd microbalance scale. By the way, this pressure sensor works with many scales like Akaya and also like microbalance and many more scales, unlike the smart espresso profiler that only works with Akaya. So the people of you who don't have Akaya, they don't need to pay a lot of money to get an Akaya scale in order to connect it, because you can simply go for a scale like that. So right now the scale shows me 81% battery and everything is fine. I'll select my dose, which is 20 grams. Confirm, and then it's up to me whether I want to go with just a normal shot, or if I want to go to the history and select one of my profiles. So right now I can select a Victoria Arduino single spring setup. I always go for a La Marzocco Leva X. This is a very nice shot for me, I mean very nice profile for me. So if I see how it looks like that, and I think I can change the way it looks by the flow to go like that. So the blue line is the pressure, the brown line is the flow, and of course we have the bars on the left side and the left axis, and on the bottom we have the time, which is in 10 seconds, and we have the flow on the right side, which is the weight of the liquid. So if I set this one to be my temperature, my preference, it will be like that. So right now I have 20 grams of those and everything's fine. I'll just I put the scale like that, and I put the cup over the scale, and I'll start lifting the lever and show you how it looks. So right now I just added the cup here on the scale, and everything should be fine for me. I see everything in the shot mirror, and the temperature is fine, everything's fine. And I also added another phone here to capture the extraction, to try to show you how the extraction looks like in part of the screen of the video. Okay, so I want to mimic the shot that you see right now in front of you on the screen, so I will lift the lever up. Once I do that, I'm introducing the water to my shot, but no pressure is yet happening. Okay, so once the pressure happens, by clicking on the start button on the screen, or even by putting the lever down. So I'm trying to look at the phone to see on the screen how the pressure looks like as well. So I'm starting right now. So I'm trying to mimic how the shot looks like. Then I have to push all the way. Hopefully that the grind settings are right. I'm just trying to follow it, and then I have to drop the pressure. I think that's enough. So once I poured my shot, I have two options: to take the shot like that and then put down the lever to continue the rest of the water, or I can put a cup like that in case I don't want to get the drip tray to be like full of coffee, and then I can just push down like that. And this will give me a dry
puck. That's it. So the puck right now is very dry. Nothing at all in it. And that's how the puck looks like. So this is how the puck looks like after I knocked it. Looks nice, not burned. Let's taste the coffee and see. I know these experiments need a lot of people to help me to try to measure the temperature of the shot immediately after I pour it and all that, but I'm just doing everything on my own, so I have no time and I have no one to help me. The taste is very balanced. Very nice taste, not bitter as some people might think, because it's a long time shot, taking longer than 30 seconds or so. But with lever machines, the rules are a little bit different. It's not like what you think. The taste is very nice. I have some curiosity to see on the refractometer how it looks, so I'll get the refractometer and try it with you guys.
So this is the defluid application. I'll select Espresso and then I'll select my dose. That was 20. And then the yield, I think the yield was around 37 grams. The temperature is 92. And then I'm not sure what was the time, but let me check that. So I opened the application of the pressure sensor. Just want to make sure how long did it take. 72 seconds. Okay, fine. So I'll select here 72 seconds. That's a long time, as you see. So 72 is 1 minute and 12 seconds. Okay, then I'll analyze the blue result. So I need to take a small spoon of the coffee and then put it on the refractometer. The temperature of the coffee has to be less than, I think, 40 Celsius. Okay. And I want you also to look at the PID box. It's regulating back to the 100. So I can click on test now. Yeah. Let's see how it shows. 11.42. That's the percentage of the TDS. Let's see how that looks here. 11.42. Done. And that's how it looks. So the middle square is the sweet spot where you should have your extractions around or within in order to make sure you made a good cup of coffee. Yet it's back definitely to everybody's taste. Maybe somebody wants the coffee to be a little bit more bitter or more acidic, but if you wanna have a balanced cup, you try to achieve this ratio here. So maybe it's a little bit more in the TDS, but yet if I adjust the grind size one step less or so on my DF64V, so I ground the coffee, that 20 grams on 10, if I make it, let's say 11 or so, or 10.5, this can give me a less time for my extraction, and this will result into having my liquid in lesser time, and then the TDS will not be the same like that. I think this was everything I had in my mind for this video. I hope the video was up to your expectations. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and I'll see you in my next videos. Thank you.